Joseph. I never should have done what I did. Please, can you ever forgive me?
It's all right, Ruth. Let it go. You're safe now. Everything is forgiven. Welcome home.
It wasn't just me. Joseph stood by me every step of the way. He is the real hero behind everything I've achieved.
I know you want to go back to school, but I just don't have the money for the fees this time. I'm so sorry.
I know this is hard, but my mind is made up. I'm dropping out of school so I can take care of Ruth.
In a quiet, poor neighborhood, there lived a humble family of 5, a father, a mother, and their 3 children. The children were Joseph, the eldest son, and his 2 younger sisters, one of whom was Ruth. Life was not easy for the family. Their father worked as a daily laborer, and their mother sold small food items in the local market. Even with all their efforts, the money they earned was barely enough to feed the family. Education was their only hope for a better future. Joseph and Ruth were both very intelligent students. But as the years passed, the family's financial situation became worse. One painful day, their father called the children together. With tears in his eyes, he said, "My children, I have tried my best, but I can no longer afford to pay your school fees." The house became silent. Joseph looked at his younger sister Ruth. She had always dreamed of becoming a graduate and making her parents proud. Joseph thought for a moment and then stood up. "Father," he said gently, "let Ruth continue her education. I will drop out of school and work. I will make sure she finishes." Their parents were shocked. His mother burst into tears. "Joseph, you are our first son. You deserve education too." But Joseph smiled. "Ruth's success will be our family's success." His parents placed their hands on his head and prayed for him. "May God bless you for being a pillar in this family." Ruth was overwhelmed with joy. She hugged her brother tightly. "You are heaven sent," she said. "I promise I will never forget this sacrifice." The next week, Joseph left school. After searching for work everywhere, he finally got a job as a sales boy in a small shop in the city. The salary was very small. Every day he woke up before sunrise, walked long distances to the shop, worked until late evening, and returned home tired. But he never complained. Whenever he received his salary, the first thing he did was pay Ruth's school fees. When she needed books, Joseph provided them. When she needed accommodation and food at school, Joseph managed it somehow. Many nights he slept hungry so that Ruth would not lack anything. Years passed. Through hardship, patience, and sacrifice, Joseph sponsored Ruth for 4 full years in the university. Their parents prayed for him every night. "You will never suffer in vain," they would say. Joseph's only joy was hearing that Ruth was doing well in school. Finally, the long-awaited day arrived. It was Ruth's graduation ceremony. She had become the first graduate in the entire family. Joseph was extremely proud. He bought a simple but neat shirt for the occasion and traveled early to the university with their parents. The graduation hall was full of students, families, and friends celebrating their success. Music played. People laughed. Pictures were taken everywhere. When Ruth walked proudly in her graduation gown, Joseph's eyes filled with tears. "This is the reward of 4 years of sacrifice," he whispered to himself. At the end of the ceremony, the host invited Ruth to the stage to give a short speech as one of the outstanding graduates. The microphone was handed to her. Everyone became quiet. Joseph leaned forward proudly. Ruth began her speech. "First and foremost, I thank my wonderful parents for their love and support." The crowd applauded. "I also want to thank my head of department for guiding me." More applause. "I thank my friends who stood by me throughout my studies." Cheers filled the hall. Then she smiled and said, "And finally, I want to thank my amazing boyfriend for always encouraging me." The audience laughed and clapped loudly. Then, she dropped the microphone and walked away. Joseph sat frozen. His heart sank. Not a single word about him. Not even a mention. The brother who dropped out of school. The brother who worked day and night. the brother who paid every fee. Joseph felt a sharp pain in his chest. The applause in the hall sounded distant to him. 4 years of sacrifice flashed through his mind. The long walks, the sleepless nights, the hunger, the hope that one day she would proudly say, "This man made my education possible." But that moment never came. Joseph quietly stood up and walked outside the hall. Tears rolled down his face. For the first time in 4 years, he felt his sacrifice meant nothing. He whispered to himself, "Was it all a waste?" Sometimes in life, the people who sacrifice the most for us are the ones we forget to appreciate. Gratitude costs nothing. But forgetting those who helped us rise can break hearts forever. Joseph did not ask for money. He did not ask for praise. He only wished to be remembered. Because sometimes, a simple thank you means more than anything in the world. Stay tuned for the next part. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.